Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to some more Rocket League bot stuff, because we all love watching some bots really suck at Rocket League. This one's going to be a bit of a different one. It's not going to be a championship game per se, but instead just kind of pushing the limits of what these bots can really go through. I've gone in here and changed a couple of things. I've changed the max speed of the ball to super fast, the ball bounciness to super high, and gravity to low, meaning that the ball should be bouncing pretty much everywhere constantly, and the cars are gonna be really floaty because it's like moon gravity. So this should be fun. Alright, and here we go. 5 minutes on the clock, 6 cars on the field, and a bunch of really low gravity. That ball doesn't even seem to lose momentum after it bounces. That could be a goal. I'm not sure if anybody's gonna be able to get there. It's actually kind of hard to tell whose team is who. That's probably an issue, but Foamer after 20 seconds is gonna score here. I mean, you can kind of tell who's who. Like, if they have red on the car, they're the Knights. I didn't really pay attention to the names or the teams or the colors too much. Kind of just threw in what I wanted to. The red and silver are the Knights, and the black and white are the Pandas. As that ball has gone from the center all the way around the Pandas side, I assume, back over to the Knights side, without anybody touching it, which just goes to show you the effect of this gravity and the ball bounciness and all that. Iceman had a good shot, apparently. I didn't see who saved it, but they just kind of floated up in the air and saved it, as that one's a score for the Pandas, as now it is a 1-1 game. I do apologize for making the team colors so close. I didn't think that would show so much when I made the colors. But who cares? It's really just kind of seeing what the bots do with the ball and the circumstances they're under, I guess, rather than actually who wins. I mean, you could vote for a team. If I had to vote for a team, I'm going Knights. As Sultan just put a beautiful ball into the goal for the Pandas. They actually seem to play better with these settings on than they do with the regular Rocket League settings, which might go to say something about how these bots perform. Maybe how they're even coded, I would say. I mean, not anything negative per se. It's just really interesting to see that they're actually doing better with the ball being so bouncy in the low gravity. It's kind of weird. You think they'd have a harder time trying to hit the ball, but they actually are. I mean, they're hitting it a lot less, sure, but the times they do hit it, it seems to count more almost. It actually makes more of an impact. I guess because that does make sense, though, because the... Wow, what a good shot there from Fury, as the Pandas are up now 3-1. Kind of makes sense, though. The hits of the ball are a lot more dramatic now. Like, before that hit would not have gone in so fast. It would have slowly rolled in, might have been savable. With this low gravity and the ball bounciness, it was way faster of a shot than it would have been otherwise. Also, that low gravity gives them more airtime, I guess, to be able to hit the ball, as that ball is just bouncing up and down off the ceiling like crazy. The ball almost seems to never lose momentum when bouncing around. It just constantly bounces, as Fury's just thrown into that one and kind of has a hard time flipping over there. Gesture does miss, kind of hard to do so when the ball's floating right towards you. That one might be a setup, and it was a miss and a save attempt, and Fury gets the goal credit for that, even though he hadn't touched it in like 7 years. But nice to him. I don't even think it's gonna show him touching the ball. Nope, he didn't touch the ball once in that entire replay, and he still got the goal. That's crazy. But that's what happens when you put the gravity super low and the ball bouncy. As if we just watch it bounce from one side of the field to the other, bounce back over the middle of the field. Nobody seems to be having a good angle on it. Foamer just had a wonderful hit there, as Iceman did as well. They're just kind of jumping up in the air and just kind of floating right into the ball. It's not a bad strategy, as now they're trying to figure out how to save this ball, as it's been hit out of the center. And off the corner, it bounces all the way to midfield. And it's going to bounce into the goal again, I think, for another... Well, no, that's the Knights. The Knights have now lowered the deficit to 2 goals rather than 3. As that one kind of just bounced in. You know, it seemed to stay the same height the entire time. You kind of get the sense now. You get a feeling of how the game's going to go. And how this ball is reacting, how the bots are reacting to the ball, as that ball is just going to continue to bounce up and down off the wall. Fury finally hits it towards a goal, and that one is going to bounce off the walls a couple times, I assume, before anybody touches that one. It's all the way up in the air. It's almost like ping or pong, just kind of watching the ball go wall to wall, kind of wondering where it's going to go, and the cars are just trying to make their move, I guess, on it, to kind of react to where it's going. As Jester tries to pop that one up, 2 cars drive underneath it. Jerwin now waiting for something to happen, but Fomer's going to hit that out of the air. It is going to loft over to the goal, and they have no idea how to react. He's actually driving away from the ball, and it's just going to barely float in, but a good save attempt. But I believe that was going to be a goal regardless. None of the cars know how to do anything to that. Actually, Fomer did hit it in. I thought he was just trying to save the ball. Not Fomer, but a different car. But it's kind of crazy. They didn't seem to know what to do. They kind of just drove away. Like maybe waiting for it to take a different bounce, I assume. They could still be kind of programmed to hit, you know, regular physics and all that. And so the ball bouncing around like this is probably extremely difficult for them, trying to keep up with trajectories and all that. Jesus Christ. As you know, they also usually wait for it to come down, but it takes 6 times longer for the ball to come down, that they're all sitting there waiting for it to drop to them. Some cars have attempted aerials, and it's worked out sometimes, and sometimes it hasn't. I guess it's like a risk-reward kind of thing. That's how it is normally anyways. You miss, you know, you go flying off behind the ball, you know, you're out of the play almost, but you know, you hit it and it's going to have a large impact. Only here it's going to have a way larger impact, as that was an almost beautiful setup. As normally that kind of bounce would have been a perfect setup, but with the ball and the gravity, you know, the bounciness and the gravity and all that, it bounced from the goal almost back to midfield. I mean, even at low speeds like this, one bounce and it's going to go forever. As you see, that one bounced off the back wall and is now going to be a goal, it seems, for the Pandas, as Jerwin knocked that one in. I mean, Fomer trying to get there to make a save on it, but it's almost too fast. It doesn't ever lose momentum. You don't have a chance to catch up. If you're behind the ball, there's almost no way you're catching up to it. As it does seem we are going to have a winner here unless something crazy happens, which honestly I would not be surprised, as bouncy as the ball is, you know, the way that it's been moving this entire game. As that was actually a really good setup there, if anybody could take advantage of it, although I don't think the Knights are going to have the time to score again and come back, as he tried to do some sort of wall maneuver there. Time is going to expire, so even a goal here would do nothing, but the Pandas are going to win that. Pretty interesting to see how the bots reacted to that, and I definitely think that could be a lot more fun. I could definitely add some more modifiers. I figured I'd keep it simple this time, though. I'm definitely open to doing that again, though, and seeing how crazy we can get with these bots and the settings. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure you leave a like down below and subscribe for more funny content and or crazy content, I guess, like this. Make sure you tell your friends about me, as I'm sure they'll love me more than your mom loves you. And I will see you guys in the next one. See you guys later.